Today is the day we're making some soap. I'm so excited. I am running so low right now and I'm trying a brand new recipe, so we're gonna see how it comes out, and if it's good, I'm gonna share my recipe at the end. So what I'm gonna use to heat up my oils is this little Westbin, kind of like a little mini crock pot, but it's not a crock pot, it's like a hot bowl. This little thing on bottom gets hot and I can adjust the dial. I just keep it usually on 1 and then let it heat up, and then the lid comes off, and this is a detachable bowl. I have my kitchen scale and I'm just gonna start weighing out all the oils. First, I'm gonna start with my hard oils. This is the African shea butter. We got 141 grams of shea butter, so I'm gonna put that in my little melting pot. Next, I'm gonna add in some cocoa butter. I got my 47 grams. It's this piece and then a few others. Cocoa butter takes the longest to melt down. This is all of our hard oils, and we're gonna get this all melted down till it's all liquid. So I'm just gonna get all my liquid oils in there right now too. They don't have to melt, but I'm just gonna put them all in there. That way they're already all together. So we got our olive oil and grapeseed oil and castor oil. I need 282 grams of olive oil. Pour in my olive oil. Now we're gonna do the castor oil. And now the grapeseed oil. For the scent, I got these essential oils from Brambleberry as well, and I'm gonna do rosemary and lavender. That one smells really good. So what I do with my essential oils is I get a mason jar and then I just tear it out, and then I just add all my essential oils into the mason jar. I'm gonna do lavender first, and I always use these little pipettes. It just makes it easier to be in control of how much oil you're putting in the jar. Now we're gonna add in the rosemary, and what I do after I'm done is I put the lid on, just swirl it around, get that infused together. Now I'm about to have to mix up my lye, so this is when we suit up. Always make sure I have some sleeves to cover my arms, because if the lye gets on your skin, it really burns. And if it does get on your skin, always keep a bottle of vinegar because it neutralizes it. And then I got me these. I have these, which I really like because it has the foam around the eyes, that way nothing can get in your eyes. But since I wear glasses, I got these science goggles and I just put them over my glasses. Ready to go. Always measure my lye in this container, and then I have a lid, that way I can just close it after I measure just the lye. This is the lye. It's not bad dry like this, it's when it's like wet. It is still bad like this, but I'm talking like the fumes. Whenever you add the water to the lye, well, the lye to the water, don't ever put water on lye, always put the lye into the water. That's when the fumes get really serious. And I usually just order this off of Amazon, but I know you can go to like hardware stores and stuff and get it too. This is the brand that I've been using for over a year now, and I really like it. This is by far like the scariest part making soap, is dealing with the lye. I don't like it, but you gotta do it. I'm gonna put the lid on top of the lye, set that to the side, and then I'm gonna go outside and mix that up. You don't really want to do it in a non-ventilated room. Like, I have my AC on, but my window's closed. It's just nicer to do it outside because the fumes will burn your nose. Get my glass jar, and I'm gonna tear that out, and this is what I'm gonna do the lye mixture in. I'm gonna have my water in this bowl, and then I'm gonna sprinkle the lye on top. And I'm using some distilled water. I was gonna use goat's milk for this recipe, but it smelled rancid, so I wasn't gonna use it. But instead of using water, you can use ice cubes instead. You can use frozen goat's milk. You can use liquid milk, but it's better to freeze it into ice cubes and then just put the lye on top of the ice cubes. For one, it slows down the heat of the lye, because when you mix lye and water together, it gets really hot. So when you put it on ice cubes, it doesn't get as hot and it comes to temperature a lot quicker. But my ice cubes, I think, went rancid, my goat's milk ice cubes, and so I just threw them out the door because they smelled funky. But I have my water, I have my lye, so let's go outside. This is what our hard oils are looking like right now. They are really melting down really good. I got my respirator on because I really just don't want to smell it.
You're going to want to do this low and slow. Take your time with this, don't rush. Do little bits at a time. It's going to get very hot. I have my rancid goat's milk. So that's some ice is going to help it cool it faster. It's really not that intimidating, but it's a little intimidating. You just want to stir it until it's all dissolved.
So right now, the temperature of the lye is 156. We want that to come down to around 100 degrees. Same thing for the oils in the pot that's cooking and like melting. We want that to come down to 102. These oils right now are showing 124. So these are a little bit cooler, and that piece is almost done. I think I'm gonna turn it off and unplug it because that piece should melt. Now that the lye and the oils have come to the right temperature, I'm gonna get the lye slowly into the oils. I got my immersion blender. I'm gonna put that in there. And I'm gonna slowly pour on the immersion blender. While I pour, I'm gonna strain. Just pour really slow, trying not to splash anywhere. Now we're gonna get our soap combined. I'm gonna give it a good mix with my hand, and then we're gonna start mixing. We're gonna mix just until it comes to trace, actually right before it comes to trace, because then I'm gonna add in my essential oils. This happens very fast sometimes, so if you're adding colorants or essential oils, you might want to work where it's just before it comes to trace, which is going to look like pudding. You can see in the camera it's already starting to get that light color. I'm going to add in my essential oils, pour all of it in there. It smells so good. And get this twirled in there. What's so fun about soap is you can get so creative, and I am going to add some colorants, so I am going to stop mixing before it gets really, really thick. All right, I think it's just before the time it's going to come to trace, so what I'm going to do is get my little container. I'm worried it's going to dump because of the shape of this, so I'm just going to pour a little bit into this container, and this will just be like my top little color. That should be good for a cute little top layer. What I'm going to put in the base of this, I'm going to do a teaspoon of turmeric. I have a pretty nice yellow base. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons. I have this whole bag of turmeric seasoning. So I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons in the big base. And I'm gonna get that mixed in there. I'm kind of surprised that turmeric's turning it orange. I've never made turmeric soap before. And then for the soap I put to the side for the topping, I'm gonna put this clay on there. Let's see if I can read the name. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Rosol clay. I've used it before and it makes a beautiful color. So I'm gonna use just a tiny bit. It's kind of hard to see the color on camera, but it's like a pretty, like terracotta pink almost. It really came together. Now I got my soap molds. I got these off of Amazon. I'm going to pour in the main batter. I'm gonna put my spatula in there and pour it on my spatula. If only you can smell the way it smells in here. It smells so good. And I'm gonna start getting it all out. Get it in the corners. Now we're gonna go on top with this, and this is just gonna be the little color we put on top. I cannot wait to cut this open after it cures. I need this to set up a little more, and then I think I'm gonna go in with some like swoopies, but it needs to sit a little longer. So it's firmed up a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is just do some cute little swirlies like this. Usually I'll do them with a spoon, but today we're just gonna use this spatula. It's looking pretty good. All right, we have it all shaped up, and I think it just came out so pretty. I cannot wait to cut open into this. This video has already been so long though, so make sure you come back to see what the reveal of what the soap is gonna look like. I'm so excited.